You all across the country, people will be gathering tomorrow for Thanksgiving, and whether you're a host or a guest, you may be anticipating some kind of awkward situation.
This is family after all, right? Well, luckily we've got Mr. Manners himself, Thomas Farley's here to answer some of the most common Thanksgiving etiquette questions. Good morning.
Hi, Thomas.
Good morning to you all.
All right, so I think the one that people worry the most about is politics.
Yes.
Should it just be an outright ban? But what if, like, there's always one. There's always some relative that wants to talk about it.
Right.
What do you do?
So I suggest that the host put it out as a requirement before you walk through the door. There'll be no politics today. Because we know...
Say it out loud.
Say it out loud.
Okay.
Put it out there. Own it. Because, you know what? You're not going to settle these scores. You've been battling them for 10 or 15 or 20 years, your whole life. You're not going to solve the political issues of our day over Thanksgiving dinner.
Okay.
Especially after a few glasses of wine.
Especially after a few
Is
glasses of
it
wine.
bad form to show up at a Thanksgiving dinner with a +1?
You know, a +1 is great if you've cleared it.
Yeah.
But to show up at the door and suddenly you've got a guest with you or two guests with you, a good host is always ready for unexpected guests. But a good guest never brings an uninvited guest without clearing.
Should you call and say, can I? Is that still, that's good form?
I think Thanksgiving in particular is one of these meals where the more the merrier. But again, especially if this is a plated dinner, you don't want to be an unpleasant surprise at the doorstep.
So if you do show up, whether you have a +1 or not, how much do you bring? Do you bring multiple bottles of wine? Do you bring a whole bunch of food?
Yes.
What do you show up?
Savannah's right. Certainly if you're bringing that uninvited guest or even an invited guest, a +1, you want to bring enough for you and for that individual to represent your contribution to the meal. So not just you as the invited guest, but you're bringing for your +1 as well. So
you mean the wine or like a food dish?
Both. If it's going to wine for sure, that's something that the host can enjoy after the event. But ask if you can contribute something to the meal. And you know, this is not always necessarily a baked or cooked dish. It may even be a platter or a gravy boat that person doesn't have. So can I bring any Thanksgiving accoutrements that you need dishware?
Just to say, accoutrement is very cool. If you're bringing a dish that requires some last-minute prep or reheating, what's the rule on that?
Craig, I'm so glad you asked that. So one of the worst things to do is to walk through the door and say, hey, I just need to put this in the oven on 350 for 20 minutes.
No, that's a no.
No, that's prime real estate. So unless it can be microwaved to be reheated, don't bring it. Either a cold dish or something that can be heated very quickly.
As a guest, should you make sure you let your host know that if you've got allergies or gluten-free or something like that?
Yeah, so a good host, of course, will ask these questions in advance, but we're living in an age where, frankly, you need a spreadsheet to keep track of all the different diets. Right? You know, you got paleo, you got gluten-free. So you accommodate keto. Right. Accommodate as best you can.
Look at me.
It's the worst. The keto guest, ban them.
And sometimes it's day to day. You don't know what kind of diet the person's on. So do your best.
You do if it's keto because they never stop talking about it.
So I've heard.
And the people around them never stop talking about it.
All right, Thomas, thank you. Have a great holiday.
Thank you.